Alright, hi guys. I'm going to see if my voice can hold out for this video. So, I'm skipping 3.1 day 2 video because I want to talk about it in class together because it's all story problems. So this is 3.2. It's identifying the number of solutions to a linear equation. So the warm-up is to solve x plus 2 equals 3. Okay, you guys should get that one pretty easy. So when you solve an equation like this one, you typically get one solution. Okay, there's one true solution. But sometimes what happens is you get no solution, nothing actually solves the problem, or infinitely many solutions, which means there's lots and lots of different solutions for the problem. So we're going to dissect what each one of those means today. So you guys know how to find one solution. But the first one we're going to talk about is some equations will have no solution. This is what's called an inconsistent equation. Okay, so they might ask you in the book for some problems to say if it's inconsistent or consistent. So inconsistent means it has no solution. Consistent means it has a solution. Okay, so let's work on this problem here and I'll show you what it looks like when something has no solution. So I have x plus 4 equals x. So I'm going to solve and try and get my x's together. So I'm going to move this x over to this side of my equation. So I'll put a line through my equals. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So x minus x is just 0. Then I bring my 4 down. Equals x minus x is 0. So notice that 4 is never going to equal 0. That's not true. So I usually put a line through that. So since it's not true, I know there's no solution because 4 will never equal 0. So that means there's no solution. Or the equation is inconsistent. Okay. So the other option we have, if there's not one solution and not no solution, then there can be infinitely many solutions. So that means there's more than one answer that fulfills the equation. Okay. This is called an identity since it's true for all variables. So when I plug in a number for x, I can choose any number and it will always be true. So if I look at this one, 3x plus 5 equals x plus 2x plus 5. So on this side, I have no like terms to combine, so I'm just going to rewrite that. Here I have x plus 2x, which remember there's an invisible 1 here, so that gives me 3x plus 5. And then I'll say, oh, I'm going to subtract my x's over, and I'll just choose to do this 3x over to the left. Doesn't really matter. So 3x minus 3x is 0, so I'm left with 5. 3x minus 3x is 0, so that cancels. I'm left with 5 on this side. And 5 will always equal 5. That's always true. So that means I have infinitely many solutions. Okay, so if you get something that's not true, 4 will not equal 0, it's no solution. If you get something that is always true, like 5 equals 5, or 0 equals 0, or 10 equals 10, you'll have infinitely many solutions. If you have one solution, you'll have x equals something, like 4, or x equals 5, or whatever it is. That means one solution, okay? So those are your three options. No solution, like this. One solution, or infinitely many solutions. Okay? Make sure you're pausing if you need help. So now sometimes what they'll do on the homework, they'll just give you a bunch of different equations and say, identify if an equation has one solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. So you're just going to solve it like you normally would and see what happens at the end. So here I'm noticing I have something to distribute, so I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to distribute 7 to the x and to my negative 3. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times a minus 3 is negative 21. And I'm going to rewrite the rest of my stuff here. Equals 0. Now I'm going to combine like terms. So my x's can be combined and then my constants can be combined. So 7x minus 7x, that just gives me 0. So those just cancel each other out. And then I have negative 21 minus 21. Now that's like spending $21 and then spending another $21. So I'm $42 in debt, or negative 42. And on this side it's 0. just bringing it down for the ride. Now, negative 42 will never equal 0. So that means I have no solution.